brothers and sisters. Pastor Anton Rowe, Senior Pastor of the Greater Solid Rock Baptist Church. I am so happy that you have joined me for this Sunday morning, first Sunday service. Before we go into the Word of God, we're going to hear from two beautiful ladies that are members of our choir, a mother and daughter team, Sister Beverly Bob and Sister Gabby Bob. We'll be back right after we hear from them as they sing this beautiful selection. See you.
Lord, you're mighty.
Welcome back. That was a beautiful selection by the mother and daughter team of the Bob family. They did a beautiful job with that selection. Now let's go right into the Word of God. The Word of God, where our text is found in St. Matthew, the 7th chapter. St. Matthew, the 7th chapter, verses 6 through 7. St. Matthew, the 7th chapter, verses 6 through 7. King James Version says, "Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." Can you be too nice? Have people taken advantage of you? Have somebody used you up and then threw you right away? Does that sound familiar to you? Well, today we're going to talk on the subject, don't cast your pearls among swine. This is a very important text that Jesus informs his disciples in the midst of commanding them to be humble and to express humility. He commands them, wait a minute. Watch yourself, watch your assets. Do not be used, do not be walked upon. Do not give that which is valuable to somebody who has no appreciation of it. That's what this text is really about. And in fact, he commands us. He commands his disciples. He says it very clearly. Do not give that which is sacred or dear or important to others who do not appreciate it. Have that ever happened to you? Have you gave something to somebody and they just don't appreciate what you have done for them? Oh, my brothers and sisters, this sermon is for you. If you know someone who's not going to be appreciative of something that is important to you, don't give it to them. Look at the verse. Don't give. He said, don't give. He didn't say if you want to. He simply commands you, don't give that which is holy unto the dogs, and don't you dare cast your pearls among swine. And we know how precious pearls are. And you know why? Because pigs don't know what pearls are. They'll never understand how valuable that is to you. You've worked hard. You've worked hard at that skill set. You put all your energy, your time, your effort, and you gave it to somebody who don't even care what you did to get it. Don't do it, brothers and sisters. You'll get hurt every single time. God is trying to protect you, trying to protect your feelings, keep you inspired, keep you encouraged, so you can go ahead and run the race and finish the assignment that God has given you. And this is what Jesus is trying to tell you here today. Clutch your pearls. Let me say it again. Clutch your pearls. And yet that means don't waste your time giving your best and your most valuable asset to those who do not have the love for you to appreciate all of what you do. Let me say it again. Clutch your pearls. Don't throw your best to somebody who care nothing about you, who don't have the love for you that others do. You got to be careful, brothers and sisters. And this is what I want you to do with this lesson. I want you to evaluate those who are around you in your life to see if you're giving that which is holy to dogs, and are you casting your pearls before swine. You cannot live your life surrounded by swine and dogs. You let me hear what I said? Don't live your life surrounded by swine and dogs. You have to have people in your life that appreciate you and all the gifts that God gave you to give to other people. God gave you that gift to give to somebody else. He blessed you so you can bless others. But when you bless another person and they don't receive the blessing, take that blessing back and give it to somebody else. Because you cannot surround yourself with swine and dogs, because you would be depressed, and you would be depressed all day long and all year long. He said it very clearly, disciples of mine that are coming after me, you got to realize who's around you. Look, Pigs, they don't have the emotional depthness, and they don't have the heart to feel your pain. They can't identify with the hard work you put into whatever you try to do. What you got to do is clutch your pearls, and do not clutch those things which are sacred and holy to you, and make sure you disseminate it to people that can understand what it means to you. Don't cast your pearls among swine. Don't give that which is holy before dogs. Next, what he says here. Look what it says in the next verse. He says, the pigs and the dogs will turn again and rend you. So not only will the pigs trample the pearls under their feet, the Bible continues to say that he will turn again and rend you. What does that mean? That means that they would despise you rebuking and reproving them. In other words, when you say, wait a minute, I have put all my effort into this, and what you did was wrong, that's not going to help. They still won't understand. They would get mad that you corrected them. Isn't that something? You trying to tell them how much work you put into the project, all of what you have done, and they would not be corrected. They would get mad at you even more because you have gotten the nerve to correct them. Don't waste your time with pigs and dogs. You have to surround yourself with people that can appreciate your hard work. That's what the verse is saying. That's not what Pastor Rowe is saying. Look what it says here. It says that the reason why they would get upset with you correcting them is because they don't have the spiritual maturity to understand and appreciate all the work that you have done. Jesus tells his disciples to be in a self-protection mode. Love them from a distance. Let me say that again. You love them from a distance. Here's my last point, my brothers and sisters, and I'll be finished. Then Jesus said, just ask me for what you want, and seek through me what you're looking for, and knock on the doors I have put in your life. I will give you what you ask, and you will find what you need, and the door that you knock on from me, I will open that door. So don't worry about getting love from swine and dogs, because you'll never get what you're trying to get from them anyway. Why? Because they don't have the spiritual maturity to appreciate your gifts. God is saying, you don't have to go there to get love. You can come to me for whatever you need. I will supply all your needs according to your riches and glory. How ironic. He says, don't cast your pearls before swine. And then in the next verse he says, ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. He says, whatever you need from them and you don't get, don't worry about it. You can get that from me. God says, I will supply you of all your needs, all your appreciation. I will give you rewards. He says, he that pray to me in secret, I will award them in open or in public. In other words, God is saying, I got you. You don't have to get somebody else to pat you on your back. He says, don't compromise what you're trying to do just to get appreciation for somebody who's not going to appreciate you. Get your appreciation from the man upstairs, our God and our Savior. I hope you enjoyed that message, my brothers and sisters. I hope you really was inspired from the Word of God. If you want to continue to contribute to this ministry, you can go on PayPal. And once you go on PayPal, in the recipient's address, you can put in gsrbctreasurer@yahoo.com. Thank you. And then if you want to mail in your tithes and offering, send it to the Greater Solid Rock Baptist Church, located at 6280 Camp Road in Riverdale, Georgia. Thank you. Subscribe to us on YouTube, and God bless you.